Alright guys, today is not really a good day for me. Actually, these last couple of days have not been good days for me. Let me just explain to you guys what's going on. I'm currently at a Flying J in Joplin, Missouri, about 73 miles from the Springfield, Missouri terminal. That's where actually I came from last night. Now, as you guys know, I got switched over to Intermodal yesterday, but I couldn't start Intermodal right away because I don't have my physical copy of my ID. I'm actually going flatbed. Like I said, I didn't have my physical copy of my ID, so they routed me back to California under a normal load, a normal reefer load, not Intermodal. Like I said, the initial plan was to send me to Texas to do some Intermodal out there. That way I can make it back to Missouri in time for my flatbed tarping class. Anyways, I explained that in the last video, but this problem I'm having now, I'm sitting here in the Flying J because my check engine light came on and my DPF light started flashing saying that I needed to do a park regen. So I'm here doing a park regeneration. And I kind of knew this problem was going to happen because when I got this truck, the first night that I was driving it, it kept telling me that my exhaust system was hot. But the light kept coming on and off, so I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm saying, well, I'm driving long distances, and it was only coming on when I would stop at like a stoplight. But then when I would get back on the highway and start rolling, the exhaust hot light would it would turn off. You know, it would come on. So I didn't really think anything of it. And now I went to the Springfield, Missouri terminal. I told them about it, and they said, well, you might have to just take it to International to see what the problem is. But I was kind of on a time crunch, so I really didn't take it to International because I had to do my Intermodal class, and I didn't really know what the plan was. I said the last thing I want to do is send the truck to the shop, to the International shop, and I'd be stuck. I'd be stuck without a truck. You know, my Intermodal class is going to be done. I'm just going to be sitting around without a truck, you know? So that wasn't really an option for me, and I know that probably should have been the logical and the correct thing to do because now look at the situation I'm in. But I messaged Road Assist and they said do a park regeneration. So hopefully a park regeneration will be the solution to this problem because I have to be in Mariloma, California Monday night. So, and I don't want to get stranded nowhere. I don't want to have to deal with none of this, you know, while I'm out far away. At least I'm close to the terminal because the plan right now is just so happen if this regen doesn't work, they're going to route me back into the terminal and have somebody take this load and figure out what's wrong with the truck and give me another load going home. Let me just tell you guys one thing, okay? This is not to scare anybody away. I don't mean to be a complainer, but it can be stressful out here, especially when you by yourself. And at least, you know, the stressful moments I had in the past, I had my trainer with me, so we kind of dealt with it together. Now I'm kind of out here, you know, I have to learn, though, to do it myself, which I am learning, but it can be stressful, and last night was not a good night. So on top of this, let me explain to you guys what happened to me last night. I left the Springfield terminal, everything was cool, everything was good. Now, I bobtailed from Missouri terminal to there was this location across from General Mills in Joplin, Missouri, that I had to pick up an empty trailer and then go across the street to get that empty trailer loaded. Now this is where the confusion was. This is not my fault, and it probably wasn't my dispatcher's fault either, because I was taught that on the bills, or not the bills, but you know where it shows you your load assignment, if there is a time frame between for the time you have to be there, like between, like, let's say for instance 5, come between 5 and 10 o'clock. Usually if you have a time frame, that means that it's usually a drop and hook. Now this specific load assignment for my old one was a set time. So I was thinking that I had to go pick up the empty trailer across the street, bring it across the street to get loaded. You get what I'm saying? Because it wasn't a time frame, it was just a set time. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get live loaded, but General Mills doesn't have any empty trailers, so I have to go across the street and get some. That's what I thought the whole purpose of coming into General Mills with an empty trailer was. Anyways, I go pick up the empty trailer across the street, and it takes about 3 hours. He said it's gonna take a long time. It took him 3 hours for him to bring me an empty trailer. Now, the only problem with that was, yes, the wait. 2, I was already down into my 14-hour clock. So I had by that time, I had about 5 hours left. By the time they brought me my trailer, I had 3 hours left. But then I didn't really make a big deal about it because I'm like, okay, 3 hours, everything is local. The General Mills is across the street. The truck wash is right down the street. Literally, well, I'm at the truck wash now, but I mean, I'm a different day now, but it's literally 2.5 miles away from the General Mills. So I can run down here real quick, take me 5 minutes, go down here, get the truck wash. That'll take about 15 minutes. Go get loaded. Now here's the problem. Once I got, shout out to Natasha. I ran into her, one of my good. She became a good friend. I went to trucking school with her out with Prime. We ran into each other. We would always talk on the phone, but to run into her was good, and she gave me some really motherly advice because I'm a young person out here, and she really gave me some some advice and some tips, and just some words of wisdom and some faith, some really spiritual stuff, and I felt good afterwards. You need that guidance. But anyways, got the trailer, went to the truck wash. Now, mind you, I did kind of do my pickup trailer report late, okay, but it wasn't that late. Usually when you do the pickup trailer report, it takes a couple minutes to send in for them to get it. So I did it when I got to the truck wash. Now, when I went in to give them my trip number, trailer number, the general things to get a truck wash for Prime could be charged, Prime could not find me they couldn't find that I was attached to this trailer. So the problem why they couldn't do that was because they couldn't figure out whether or not I was being dispatched by normal reefer division or the dispatch or the intermodal. So they had to figure that out, right? I don't know how far out I am in this street right here. I don't really care, honestly. But they couldn't figure that out. So I was on hold for literally 45 minutes trying to figure out, they had already washed the truck. They washed the truck for you before you even go in. They had already washed the truck. So now I was stuck there because I couldn't leave because the truck was washed, but it wasn't paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there waiting for them to figure out, how to get me attached to this trailer. I was on hold for almost an hour. Every dispatcher, I would hang up, call back. Every dispatcher was confused until I said, can you guys connect me, transfer me to anybody except an intermodal dispatcher? I don't need to talk to an intermodal dispatcher. This is not an intermodal load. Let me talk to somebody in the normal reefer dispatch. Young lady picked up the phone. She helped me out. Bam. It took 45 minutes to an hour for them to get this 15 minutes for the wash, 45 minutes while I'm sitting there on hold. Now, keep this in mind. My appointment time for General Mills was at 11:32. By the time I was done getting the truck washed with the whole trucking situation, it was 12 something. So I was already past my time. I called dispatch. I said, hey, I'm gonna be late. This is the situation. Truck wash couldn't figure out, how to pay for the truck wash or whatever. He said, well, don't worry about it. You don't have to be there exactly at the minimum time because it's a drop and hook. So I was kind of relieved, but then I was confused because I didn't know that it was a drop and hook because I had to bring an empty trailer. I mean, I thought, never mind. I didn't know there was a drop and hook because there was a set time. I don't know if my regen is done. I don't know. It takes a long time. It's like 30 to 40 minute regen. Anyways, I figured that out or whatever. Bam. That's besides the point. I go back to General Mills, pull in. Everything is going kosher, going good. Until he inspects the trailer. And mind you, this is where I said I did not know it was a drop and hook. I thought I was getting a live load because the problem was the trailer reefer gas was not filled all the way, and I had to have the reefer already set to 32. That's what made me think that, okay, maybe this is a live load and not a drop and hook. Then I asked him, he said it was a drop and hook, it wasn't a live load. So I leave General Mills again. I come to this gas station that I'm at now. This is all last night. I'm just back here in the morning. I come back here, fill up the reefer, set the reefer to 32 degrees, go back to General Mills, everything's good. He told me, go park it up the hill. And I'm proud of myself because that spot that he made me park in was a really tight spot. And that was the tightest spot I ever backed into. I just took it slow, y'all. And I got a clip of it. I'll show you the clip right after this video. So watch this to the end. I'll put the clip of me backing into that little park, or I'll show you the spot that I backed into. Anyways, got into the spot. He gave me the new trailer number. I go pick up the new trailer. I'll go wait. You know, I slide my tandems to the 6 hole because I'm going to California. You know how Cali is. They real picky. Put it on the 6 hole. Check my weights, and I'm like, damn. My trailer was only at 10,000 pounds. This was at, I don't remember, this was at something. I said, damn, this is a pretty light load. So I go to outbound, ready to leave, you know, go get my paperwork. He opens the trailer and says, wow, this trailer is empty. I said, well, did I pick up the wrong trailer? He was like, no, this is the right trailer. But I guess our guys either one loaded the wrong trailer or forgot to load your load or whatever. So I'm like, wow. And by that time, I had about 2 hours left on my clock to drive. So my initial plan was when I left General Mills, I was going to go back to the terminal, which is only 73 miles away. I was going to go back because I didn't want to, the Flying J here, I heard from my friend that it was packed. And I don't like getting myself in sticky situations. So I was going to go back to the Springfield terminal and park for the night. And then in the morning time, after I take my 10-hour break, hit the road and bounce. Anyways, he told me to park to the side while they figure out what's going on. So it took them 2 hours to figure out what's going on. I said, look, y'all, I got 10 minutes left. It took them more than 2 hours. I told him I got 10 minutes left here on my drive clock. Do you guys allow drivers to spend the night? He said, usually we don't, but since we made a mistake, we're going to allow you to stay here tonight, which was a good thing because I didn't want to have any violations. I had that happen once. By the time that they figured out what happened, what was going on, I was already in the sleeper because my time had ran out, right? So about 30 minutes of being in the sleeper, they come and knock on the window and tell me, your trailer is backed up to door 5. Your trailer is backed up to door 5. Drop this trailer right here, go back up to door 5, and that's your load. That's why I also said, okay, maybe this is a live load and not a drop-in hook, because that trailer was backed up to the it was backed up to a door. It wasn't like out just ready for me to pick up. It was, the doors were open. It had a, you know, it was at a dock. It was docked, you know what I'm saying? So I dropped that trailer, went and picked that up, and then I just ended up spending the night from at the General Mills. So it was a pretty stressful night, and I was really frustrated because, you know, when you're running on time, you're running on your clock, and when you have everything for your day and your shift set up to work out, and then something hinders you, it's really frustrating. It is really frustrating. So I ended up spending the night, and that's why I was trying to, you know, for you guys who are experienced, how do I know if it's, I already know, my trainer told me, but for you guys, how can you tell if it's a drop-in hook or if it's a live load, you know? And the 01 load assignment wasn't even specific as to come there with your tank full. You know what I'm saying? Come there with come with your reefer preset. I didn't know all of that. So let me know. Let me know how you guys figure out, for all you experienced truckers, how do you guys figure out whether or not it's a live load or it's a drop-in hook? I need to know. I really need to know. All right, so what else? So now I'm here. My shift was starting well until I started driving, and now I'm doing a park regeneration. So either if it's done soon enough, I'm gonna go in here and give me something to eat real quick, drive about 500 miles today because Mariloma's 1,800 miles from here, I believe. So I gotta really push it, and hopefully I can make it on time. If not, I'm gonna be there maybe a day or a half a day later. It's just my luck. It's just my luck, y'all. So here, I'm gonna put a clip of me bagging into that. Well, it's not of me bagging into the spot. It's just a little clip of the spot that I bagged into, and I was really proud of myself. All right, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. YouTube, listen, I don't mean to brag or nothing like that, but this spot, maybe not for you guys, but for me, this has been like the tightest spot that I ever had to bag into as being a truck driver. Look at this, y'all. I had to go over there and I had to get it into this little hole there. Bam. And that might not seem like a big deal to y'all, but for me, man, I have to say I am proud of myself. So I got a story to tell y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all that later. I don't know if I'm gonna put this clip before my video or after, but check it out, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. Really proud of myself. Catch you later.